Ricky Valero, FandomWire. How is everybody doing today?
All right, good. You got a sweet setup going.
I
Thank
know.
you.
Firing
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Feast for the eyes. Everything that's happening.
All right. AJ, first to you. You've played JJ for a little over 300 episodes. What drives you to continue to bring this character to life?
Amazing.
It's so funny because when you say it in those terms, it sounds like that's a long, long time, which it has been. But the interesting thing is, I've never been bored playing this character. She's constantly evolving and growing and learning and changing as a person, and it's something quite special to basically grow up on television for the world to see. And I had two babies while doing the show, and like all of that is documented. And it's so wild that I've been on it for that long. But it's such a gift, and I've never once been bored with it. I love this character. She's like a sister to me and someone that I look up to. And, when I need some strength, I will. I'm sorry if I sound like a crazy person. I'm like, what would JJ do? How would she handle this? But not just with JJ, with all of our characters. Like every single one of our characters are very human. They're flawed, but they're so strong, and they just have a way of making it through the storm. So I feel incredibly grateful and lucky and honored, and all the good words that I've been able to play this character for as long as I have.
Aisha, to you, I think one of the more fascinating things that I've loved about the show and the shift into the streaming aspect of it, we've seen the show become more of a linear story with each episode kind of building on the previous. How much different has that changed from the original way the series was kind of shot?
Hmm. You mean like filmically or like in terms?
Just like approaching it as within your character.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question. I think you've nailed, you've pinned it. The way the show has evolved from what it previously was, when it was very much like a freak of the week procedural show where we got our bad guy almost, inevitably at the end of the episode, just something that I think is much more true to real profiling work, which is that building these cases take time, and there are setbacks and there are challenges, but it's also given us an opportunity in terms of story to draw these much more robust, more fully realized characters, right? We're seeing more into not just their personal lives and their interpersonal relationships as characters, as profilers on the show, but also literally into their minds and what it takes to be a profiler, and also the toll it takes, the price that is paid to do this incredibly dark work. And so it's just enabled us to just do more and be better. And, for me, and I've been here for this is my seventh season with the show. For me, and I think looking back, this is the best season of television we've ever done. And that's all 17 seasons. And I think that's a testament to the way the show has evolved to be much more like a 10-hour film rather than 10 individual episodes. And that just lets us do more and lets people lean in more. And I think for the hardcore fans out there that love Criminal Minds, that have watched it from the beginning, that have watched it from the beginning multiple times, which a lot of people have, this is the kind of show now with the evolution of it that you can go back and watch the whole season and then watch it again, and you're going to see and feel and discover new things because the storytelling is so layered now.
Yeah, I love it's one of my favorite things, just a fascinating thing because you have this Elias character that's just looming over the entire team and kind of picking you guys apart per se. RJ, to you, Tyler kind of re-enters the fold after his quote unquote mess up. What did you kind of see? What did you think of the script when you saw Tyler kind of having that redemptive arc?
I I love these scripts. I think the writers are really, really talented. There's a reason why this show is so well known worldwide, and appeals to so many different people. It's the scripts are delightful to read, just in terms of a story perspective. Like leaving Tyler Green out of it for a second, it's unbelievable storytelling. Um, but yeah, I think they've given me as an actor so much to work with and through this year. Tyler Green coming into this very fraught scenario with this group of people who he really screwed over last year. And, and on top of that, has a lot of heartbreak to go along with it. So, coming in episode one as a consultant, having to come face to face with Penelope Garcia, someone who he cares very deeply about and who pulled him out of, who really saved his life last year. He's very grateful to her for that. He's got so much affection for her, and throughout the entire team, he starts to throughout the season, he starts to, have some affection for each member of the team in their own individual way. So it's there's a lot to work through. I mean, the scripts, I love them. I love them.
All right, I've got a fun one before we go here. The season kicks off with Penelope's birthday. AJ, first to you. Which of the characters on the show do you think would give the best birthday present?
Oh, probably Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
I think she
Aisha?
We're all going to answer the same thing. It's Penelope. She's the most perceptive. She's the one who's paying the most attention. She obviously also is really good at shopping. Look at her. Look at her office. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
About the aesthetic of something.
Exactly.
I totally agree. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. That's all I got. I greatly appreciate it.
Thanks so much. We'll see you again.